Are we live? Are we actually live? I can't believe this has happened again. I can't see anybody. Hold on, let me just... Everyone's disappeared. You've all been so lovely. Oh, can anyone see us? Okay, it's telling us that we've been live for 17 seconds. Okay, and yet there's nobody here, and there were loads of people here before. Oh, thank goodness for one second. If I show you, I'm actually on the I'm talking to the lovely Liz Zorab down here from By the Farm for some for some top tips, because we've gone completely blank as to what we did this last time. Last time we I thought we just pressed the button that said go live, but we haven't even set ourselves up properly. We've been in such a panic. Right, okay.
Can I just say,
yeah.
I haven't gone blank.
I'm just going to say thank you to Liz. Thank you.
I haven't gone blank. I've just never even tried to set up a live stream before, but Jane has. But anyway, she does like to leave things until the last few minutes before.
Oh, no, let's not start with an argument. Anyway, yes. Hello, Nigel. Hello, Joyce. Hello, Tommy. Hello, Stephen. Hello, Joe. And hello, Joyce.
Hello,
thank you. Fabulous might be stretching it a bit, Joyce. I think a bit, I don't know, a bit...
that was more stressful than First Man.
Well,
Ryan Gosling.
Look, we're just going to move over a bit because, like I say, look, we're on a pile of books. Well, we're not, but the laptop is. So is that more central? No. Hold on. Let's set up. You don't get the chance to see yourself before it goes, so who knows what you look like. Anyway, yes, and thank you so much to Charlotte. I think Charlotte's not popping up at the minute. My daughter is... she'll be tearing her hair out because she's acting as the moderator today, and I know she said hello to most of you, I think. So yes, thank you. We're here again for another live stream, and I think it was slightly less time than last time to come on.
But this time we didn't have Anna, our youngest daughter.
Yeah, our youngest daughter was on hand last time.
Technical details.
Yeah. I know. Oh, there's lots waiting somewhere else. Oh, are there? Now this is it, Simon, because. I'm going to pass you on to Mike for a second, because I'm going to, I think we've got 2 live streams going. Okay. Hey, Mike, have a little chat, and I'll just check the live stream.
Well, I found myself, I'm a tiny little bit roped in, and now I found myself holding the other cam.
Yeah.
So I'm a little bit shocked.
Okay. So,
looking forward to answering some of your questions today.
I might have to. Honestly, never mind behind the scenes. We're not really doing behind the scenes very well. We're doing all this in front of you. I'm now trying to find out and see if the other video's up. Okay.
Jane's going to start a video streaming channel soon. That'll be the next thing. Advice on video streaming for people who need it last minute.
Yeah, this isn't even. I've just noticed this is. Okay.
Oh my goodness! Now we're on 2 screens.
We're on 2 screens now.
We have a problem. Okay,
so I need to now get on to Charlotte to tell her to get everyone over to this. So Charlotte, apparently we're on another live stream. Mike, can you just check the comments, please? Apparently we're on another live stream.
Oh, so we've got 2 streams now.
We're
dual streamers.
Everyone over there. Get everyone over there. Right, okay. Who knows? Anyway, it's lovely to have you. Hey, Charlotte, you're on it. Okay, so sending everyone over now.
Oh, dear.
Oh, I think I'm just going to have to wait a minute and have a sip of tea.
So the good thing about the live stream is it's very instantaneous.
Yeah, it's very...
But the bad thing is that the stress levels are desperately high.
I accidentally walked out the door. Oh, just give us a second.
We're going to write down the instructions, I think, for next time. And we're going to blow it up on an A1 piece of card so it's right opposite, so we can just go through the
I know. Can you hear us okay, by the way? I hope you can hear us.
I think they can.
Thank you, Eleanor. Thank you, my little bit of peace. I know you've been there for a while. So patient. Yeah, AC. It's funny. Joe, you like Mike's t-shirt?
This is a gift from Charlotte a couple of years ago. Which kind
of,
Well, it's the nail is right on there.
Can you read it? Is it back to front? I don't know.
I'm very fond of cycling and I'm very fond of bacon.
I know, sorry, vegetarians, but it's the truth. Hi, Nick. Hi, Steve. Stephen. Yeah. So anyway, cup of tea. And I've lost my thread completely now. I know, oh, never mind. Let me just have a cup of tea.
What was your first topic? What were we going to talk about first?
I've written things down. It was all organised. Oh, and yeah, as I say, Liz, if you're watching, and if you're not, please, anyone who hasn't been to Liz, go and say hello and say thank you for helping out today, because she was she was almost on the end of the phone there, but she was certainly on the other end of Facebook Messenger, and she got me out of a hole. I've got my little book that is going to be my planner for this year. Sharon's saying 50 Shades Green is saving the day. Oh, bless him. Simon, good lad. And there's 10 stragglers left, moving over. Pam, we're going to talk about seeds in a minute. Okay, just a second. We've got to catch up now. Catch up. This is my new seed planner, and you can see that's my garden diary for this year. So I've got loads of bits and pieces written on bits of paper everywhere, but I haven't actually started my diary yet. And from what people are saying on Facebook and on other YouTube channels and all sorts of places, everyone's sowing their seeds already, and I'm starting to panic a bit. Although it is that time of year, isn't it? Because you start seeing them in the shops, you tend to think that you need to plant them. And I think when we've done it early before, we've just ended up with loads and loads of straggly seedlings. So yes, just as well. Just as well. Very thin onions.
And our neighbour, who was an ex-farm labourer and very, very wise agricultural man, he told us that he thought it might be an idea for us to plant our onions a little bit later.
Yeah.
To give it a few weeks after Christmas instead of planting them on New Year's Day, which I think is his normal practice.
Yeah. So, sorry, Bonnie. Yeah, I think we're all in the right place now, Bonnie. It's taken a while. I don't know where we are. And I think in my haste, I haven't even typed our names in properly. I've just put something like J and M. So I was in a bit. Bonnie's over here. Yes, thank you so much, and welcome. So yeah, should we start?
Can I answer Pam?
Yeah. Well, I was going to.
I've got an answer
what
for
I'm going to show you though, I have at the back of my thing. I've got a list, and I was going to talk about that. There.
So we've got some Unwin's exhibition onions here, and we've got some red barren onions here, some red onions.
Yeah, loads of time.
And these are going to be the first onions that we're going to sow.
I think.
And to complement those, we've got some Ceylon sets here, which Jane bought yesterday. Mine's gone funny. It's the pressure. It's the pressure of the live stream.
It's because of Georgie.
So we've got some Ceylon sets here. What we're going to try, to get some advice on, is how to avoid the dreaded onion fly, because we seem to have a good year maybe once every 3 years, and we're thinking about covering everything in netting, aren't we, this year?
Yeah.
From the start.
Yeah, because of the allium leaf miner. I'm sorry, I just looked at my hair. The allium leaf miner. I think the only way around it, the only way that we can be sure, you can never be 100% sure, is to just get everything covered in EnviroMesh this year. And we've only actually got one roll or one bit of EnviroMesh, because I've always thought it's very expensive, which it is actually, but I think having been burned last year with the leaf miner, it's just worth it. It'll last for a long time, and it's not worth risking your crop over. There'll be people out there who haven't had it before, and that's fine. If you haven't got it in your area, you'll be fine, but we know that we've had it, and because of that, it's probably gone into the soil. So these were on my trip to Wilko's yesterday, which, if you're outside the UK, Wilko is like Walmart? Is it?
No, much
Walmart's
smaller.
Asda, isn't it?
Yeah, much smaller.
It's like our old Woolworths used to be, really, isn't it?
It's like a big, what would you call it? Hardware store, really.
Yeah, you can get everything, basically.
It's a hardware store.
But this time of year, everyone gets all excited because they start selling all their seeds and everything. And then the other end of the year, they get excited because they start selling them off cheap. But the problem is you can't just go in and buy one thing. So yesterday I went in and got, that's 500 grams of stir-on onions for £1.50. And I must admit, there were only about 3 nets left. And what I did, you can't go through every bulb, but I know they look tiny.
They are tiny.
I know, but that's because they haven't
grown. They're tiny, but they're firm.
But they are. The main thing is to... Don't start. The main thing is to check that they're Give them a little squeeze.
What you don't want,
check the firm.
No joking aside, if there are any soft ones in there, avoid them.
You can't do with a soft onion.
No, you can't.
You've got to check your onions are nice and firm.
And it doesn't matter apparently how small they are when they start out. If they're firm,
you're all right. You see, it's going to turn into silly season. Right, okay.
Also apparently,
no, Simon, thank you so much. I believe you've been helping out on the channel. I have to get you down as a mod next time, you know, because, oh dear, like I've just said to Mike, I don't know where we are. We've just started going live, but I know clearly I'm in my kitchen, but I'm nowhere. I'm on a cloud somewhere with this stream. I don't know what's happened to the other one.
On the onion front and the allium leaf miner front, our agricultural neighbour told us a few years back that he...
Hey Liz! Sorry, I've interrupted you again. Sorry. Liz is on. Can we just say thank you to Liz?
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you, Liz. And we've told everyone to come over to your channel and say thank you to you as well. You saved the day.
So our neighbour uses Jay's fluid, which I know people use sometimes as a soil steriliser, and he waters it down, I think something like a 1 to 100 part solution or something like that, and then he waters the area around the onions. It seems like it's probably a bad idea. I think I can't imagine it's the kind of thing that's very good for the old ecosystem in the soil.
No,
I think it probably kills worms and everything else. In which case, well, is it worth that for a few onions?
He insists it's organic, doesn't he? But basically, it's just like blasting everything, isn't it? It's disinfecting every single thing.
Some people say use chili powder, or use paprika, things like that. But again, what kind of volume of paprika do you need for these? These things?
Can I just ask?
Paprika.
Yeah. Can I just ask what you're talking about?
I'm talking about the allium leaf miner, putting off the allium leaf miner by covering the soil around the onions with chili powder, paprika. People use sand sometimes. Has anybody had any joy with any of these techniques at all?
It's been mentioned. Apparently, you can get floral duct tape, but yeah.
No, duct tape would be good. I mean, you mean for Jane? Yeah. Or for the allium leaf miner? Because the flies would stick, wouldn't they, to that? But then again, so would everything else. So would ladybirds and anything else.
I'm not answering that one. Anyway, so that's our onions. So really, onions from seed and from sets. We did say we weren't going to do seed again, didn't we? So
good idea.
Thank you.
Good idea.
But yeah, the other thing that I will get started in the next week or two is some chilies, because they need a very long season. I'm not going to start with tomatoes or anything till about March. But again,
we like to grow so many, don't we? We like to grow so many chilies that we have them hanging up in our spare room. And actually, Jen doesn't actually particularly like chili, so she'll have perhaps one in a whole pan of chili, which you might have maybe 20 times a year.
Yeah. So, but it's nice to grow them, aren't they? They're very pretty.
They're very nice to grow.
Yeah.
But are they?
Yeah.
I don't know.
But anyway, so I will be doing chilies in the next week or two. But the thing is, you can. I'm sorry about your onions. You need to check your onions. That's a whole topic. I don't know. Was I saying something important?
Just a little bit, actually.
Chilies. Yeah. The thing is, like, you go into garden centres and they've got like grown tomato plants in March, haven't they? They've got them in, and you're thinking, oh, I'm really behind. I haven't even sown my tomato plants yet, and they've got like these 6-inch things that you take home, and then they get too laggy. So yeah, it's something that each year I think I've learned the lesson that not to sow too early, and then I get too excited. I'm sure I'm not on my own in that.
Everything just does seem to catch up, doesn't it?
Yeah. Anyway, AC has burnt their onions after all the carry on and the shifting round.
Oh no.
Anyway, so how is everybody? We're fine. Fine. I know a lot of people today, I just noticed this on the screen, a lot of people today on this weekend are taking part in the RSPB Birdwatch, which again is a UK thing, but I'd be interested to know if they do it in other countries or anything similar in other countries. It's basically you put an hour aside to sit and watch a particular area of your garden or wherever, your window ledge or whatever, and monitor how many birds have come along in that particular hour. And all the results. Did you know this? We've done it before. All the results go back into a national box.
A database. Is it a database?
Thank you.
Or spreadsheet.
I'm sure they might use
international box.
Something modern. and they work out how many birds there are in each area, birds of each sort. It's very good. But I know a lot of people are out there doing that today. And we've got a whole load of bird food out there because it has been very, very cold lately. But has anyone done it? Anyone taken part in it? And there's been quite a few people on Facebook talking about it. Right, okay.
What about this question?
Hi, Richard.
What about this question about have we ever spent the night on our plot? I think we've got lots of rules on our plot. And one of those, well, probably one of the unwritten rules is you're not allowed to camp out on the plot overnight.
Actually, you're saying that. You're saying that, but
you can't grow your hedge very high.
No, but it's a big enough plot where you probably could.
I think the answer is that we could get away with that if we wanted to, because it is big enough.
I think perhaps because nobody's ever done it before,
that we know of.
A rule hasn't been made. But we know that certainly some of the sheds at the plot are absolutely beautiful inside, and they've got the wood burners and everything. And we've left before now in the summer at about 10 o'clock at night, and the wood was, even though it's the summer, the fires have been burning, and there's been people in there having a couple of drinks. Now, whether they stay there overnight, I don't know.
They might.
But
from the point of view of early retirement, if we could go and live on the plot,
Mike talks
that would be ideal.
You'd be quiet, Mike. I can't get a word in edgeways.
I'm sorry.
No, I am really joking. So hi. Yeah, I've said hi, Richard. Hi, Richard again. Hi, Nick. Bird count goes from mid-December to early January. Where are you then, Joe? I take it you're not in the UK. So it's a great idea, because from an RSPB point of view, it's encouraging and reminding everybody to get bird feeders, because for one thing, there were no nuts in Wilko. Wilko had no nuts. Canada. Oh God, right, yeah, all sorts out there. We've just come back to the nuts.
Not the Canada goose though. We've got them.
Oh yeah, we've got Canada goose on the canal. Yeah.
We will have.
Yeah, AC is lovely. It's going to be lovely this year. But yeah, it's sort of encouraging people to put the bird food out, isn't it? Without just saying, don't forget to put your bird food out, because there's almost like a competitive nature. People want to get as many birds to their garden as possible. So they're sort of absolutely filling up all their bird feeders, which is great as long as they remember to keep it going.
Do you have any advice for anybody on avoiding attracting rats?
Yeah, AC, sorry, I'll come back to that. AC, are you in Ontario? I love Canada. Is Canada where I've never been? Is Canada where they filmed? Oh, I might be getting mixed up.
I don't know what she's going to say. No.
Where was that?
Minnesota.
Is that near Canada?
It's Northern America, isn't it? Minnesota. Not Canada.
I love the accent in Fargo. Any of the seasons, I just love. No, but it was Northern Exposure we watched as well.
That was Alaska. Again, not Canada.
Apologise. And Michigan, hey Dawn, hi.
Geography's not good.
No, my geography is terrible. I know Lord of the Rings was New Zealand, Charlotte. Honestly.
Canada's a very beautiful,
Canada is always
country.
Yeah, I think it's just the space. I mean, the States, all together we can fit into a tiny. What's a small state? You could probably fit England. What's England the same size as state-wise? What do you think, Dawn?
Maybe